Welcome to the first female athlete research meeting. My name is Professor Scott Delp. I'm in bioengineering, mechanical engineering, orthopedic surgery, and I'm honored also to be the director of the Tsai Human Performance Alliance.
And I'm Jen Hicks, executive director of the Tsai Human Performance Alliance, and also a leader of our Digital Athlete Moonshot, which is building digital twins to help reduce injuries and optimize health for all athletes. Scott and I, along with Dr. Emily Krause, who you'll meet soon, will be your hosts and MCs for the day. And like Scott said, we're so thrilled to feel the energy in the room.
With the visionary partnership of Clara Wu Tsai, we launched the Tsai Human Performance Alliance in the summer of 2021, first day of the Tokyo Olympics. We are a life sciences institute at Stanford across the entire university, and we're also a network of collaborators and partners all over the world focused on understanding human health and human performance. I think everyone in this room can appreciate the transformative effect that participation in sport has on your body and on your brain. But we don't know how this happens from a scientific point of view, and that's because almost everything we know about health comes from studying disease. The Tsai Alliance has taken the opposite approach to really try to understand the fundamental principles of human performance. We're trying to answer basic questions like, what are the molecular events that occur when we engage in physical activity? And how can we harness that to rejuvenate the body and the brain? How do some athletes compete at a high level for a decade without a serious injury? And can we teach those biomechanical principles to young athletes so they can avoid injury? When there is an injury, how do we harness the power of regenerative biology to accelerate recovery and return to sport and return to life more quickly? It's these kinds of questions that we're addressing, and many other, of course for the benefit of athletes, but also for the benefit of all people across the world.
Since we launched the Alliance, uncovering the principles of performance for women and girls in sport has been integral to our mission. We have a female athlete research program here at Stanford led by Dr. Emily Krause, and in Boston led by Dr. Kate Ackerman. But since our research teams in regenerative medicine, in molecular biology, in data science have started to dig in and tackle some of the biggest challenges in performance science, female athlete research has come to be woven into every single research initiative across the Alliance. Female athlete performance science is performance science. So to help focus our efforts here at Stanford, we started a small female athlete research meeting, or FARM. Scott and Emily and Hannah O'Day and I launched the first small FARM about 2 years ago. We've been meeting since then, growing since then, and honestly, it's the highlight of my week. We then formed an advisory group from across campus to help guide and accelerate this work. And with their help, we created today's big farm with over 40 amazing speakers and more than 30 of you in the audience today. We're pumped.
This is a big day. This is a day to remember. This day marks the coming together of female athlete research on this campus. We have representatives from every women's sports team that's part of Stanford Athletics. We have world-leading scientists, Nobel laureates, some of the world's most creative engineers. We have physical therapists, we have coaches, we have national champions, we have professional athletes, we have leaders from companies, from nonprofits, from the US Olympic and Paralympic Committee here together participating. And of course, we have the amazing Stanford students and postdoctoral fellows and staff that can do just about anything, all focused on female athlete research, health, and performance. So I just want to mark this. This indeed is a day to remember on Stanford campus.
There's so much I'm excited to learn about today. We will hear about new technology that's helped reversing the tide of ACL injuries. We'll hear about how to harness the molecular underpinnings of exercise, as well as the role of nutrition and mindset and menstrual cycle in performance. But we designed the day to not only share this latest research, but also get to the heart of why the research matters and how the work that we're doing in the lab will benefit athletes and all people. So I encourage all of you in the audience throughout the day, ask questions, share your ideas. We're really excited to learn from all of you and have all of you be part of our farm community.
The good news is, to kick off the day, we have our university president, John Levin. John became Stanford's president about a year ago, the beginning of last academic year. He's a professor in economics. He was chair of the economics department. He then became dean of Stanford's Graduate School of Business before becoming our president last year. Prior to that, he was a proud member of Stanford's 1994 graduating class. Go Card. John is a champion of two areas that are just so fundamental to female athlete research. Of course, he's a big champion of Stanford athletics and of fostering the creativity, discovery, and invention that comes with the Stanford research initiatives. Big fan of game theory, adventuring in the Stanford foothills, and of course, Stanford Cardinal. Give a big warm welcome to President John Levin.